Good riders, today I'm going to show you how to do the engine oil change, the oil filter change, as well as the gear oil change for the trusty old XMAX. This will be the last messy engine oil change, and the reason for that is because we're going to install the stall bus. It's a shame that I couldn't get the stall bus to be installed. This is a product sponsored by Steady Moto, so thank you Steady Moto for the product sponsor. Also not forgetting Motul. Motul also sponsored us the engine oil, which is the Scooter Power LEMB. This is the 5W40. I'm always used to the 10W40, but let's see how this works. Anyone using the Motul, do let me know how is it in the comments. And I've already laid out everything for you. Ratchet, extender bar, you will need the 8mm for the engine oil filter, of course the oil filter as well. You will need the, you don't need the 17. I'm using 17 because I'm using the Evolve Tox. This is the magnetic oil drain plug, and then I'll be removing this to install the star bus, and I'll show you how that works later. You will need the trough. If you're using the stock, you will need a trough as well. You will need the 12mm also for the gear oil. This is the gear oil. Let's go to the other side. Obviously you need engine oil, 1 liter. We only need only 1.5. According to the manual it says 1.6 if you do the engine oil filter change as well. This is just the funnel, and this is what do you call this? Pizza? No, this is for you to open up the engine oil cap, and a towel for me just in case. Now for the gear oil, you will need 200 ml. Now I'll be using the Go 3S to record the next segment, as this is the smallest 4K camera available. If you are looking to purchase, do use our link below, as this is very flexible. There's so many mounts that you can use, and it's really up to your creativity. So do use our link below, and that will help us support the channel. Thank you. Okay, so right now what you're seeing through is the Go 4S. It's mounted on my cap. So this has a battery life of 15 minutes. So let's get to it. First, of course, I would use gloves, protect myself. We'll drain the oil first, and then we'll let it drain while we can do all the other stuff. So I will need a 17 because I'm using a different one. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. That is the oil. Now for XMAX, we use 1.5 liters. Some people will use it up to 2000. Right now I'm at 2008, I think, and you can really feel the difference if you really push it. For me, I will try to keep it to around say 2005 plus minus, but I've exceeded. I think it's about 2008. So yeah, it's not really ideal. I can really tell the difference. This is this engine oil filter. Now I like to do the bottom two first, and then the top one, so that there is still something holding on. Now this will also drip oil, so make sure that your oil pan covers that area. Now what's important here is that the O-ring is still sealed and it's not broken. Now I just gotta drain out the old oil. An additional step that you might want to do is to open up the insert there where the engine oil enters, so that there's a better flow. But some people will choose not to because they are afraid that dust and all the other contaminants can go in. For this bike, since it's about 1.5 liters and it does eat engine oil, depending on what brand, you don't get much, so it's not really that long. Now this is where the brake cleaner comes in handy. This is my favorite thing to have. Let's look at that. Look, like magic. Now I'm meaning to do another content for this to see whether this is the original or fake. I don't know whether this is the original, but it says that if it has a spring, then that's fine. But yeah, I think there's a slightly different packaging to what I'm used to. This is like rectangle. There's another one that is more squarish, and they said that is the original one. So what I like to do is I remove the new one, put the old one inside the plastic bag because it's still filled with engine oil. You can see. And then get that oil change, engine oil change. Okay, so how you took it out is how you put it in. So the hole here is for that, the one on the inside, to just slot it in, and then seal it back up. Where is the cover? Oh, here. Okay, righty tighty. Now for this you don't need so much torque. I have a torque wrench but it's with my friend, so it's just tighten a little bit, that's it. Not too much. If not, you over torque and then the screw might over thread. That's what happened with my previous one of the bikes, but it will still hold it, just that it's not tight. Okay, looks like we're almost done. Now another tip that I like to do is, after you install, make sure you clean up the bottom, so that when you start to test again, you see that there are no leaks. So right now we can install this, but we will need an open spanner. Let's see what size this is, or maybe let's just try. Can this fit? Let's see if this can fit. Oh, can't. Or maybe it's not the size, but yeah, I think we still need a spanner. Whoop. Oh, this might be the wrong size. Oh, lemak. Yeah, I need to go back to the shop. It's the wrong size, man. Oh well, I won't be able to show it to you today then. So you can see different size. See, this is magnetic. So I guess I have to use this back. This is the wrong size. It's too big. Oh well, not today then. Okay, for the gear oil. Now this is funny because I always confuse. There is always either this or this nut, but just have to remind yourself it's the bigger one, if I'm not wrong, because it has a washer. This one that opens up the CVT. So yeah, just remember that it is the bigger one, which is the 12. Where is the 12? Stand by. Okay, we broke the top. Oh, it's still very clear, and it usually flows very slow. So yeah, just gotta leave it. While this is happening, this is one of the hardest part, which is to fill up this area because the clearance is so small. So for the big bottle, it's really hard. So that's why I'm using a squeeze bottle. Now even with pliers, it's a bit hard. It's tricky to get around this area. Now you gotta pardon me for all the noises that you hear. I'm at the void deck. So this is a public space where people pass through and everything. You see other pliers around. Oh yeah, I'm changing my brake pads as well. That'll be in a different video. Okay, let's see this. These are the proper ones, I guess. Long nose plier. Now we got this. Okay, you gotta remember that this comes with an O-ring as well. So you gotta make sure that this is here. Okay, before you fill, always remember you have to close. Now you see it's already dripping, so that's fine. Now I like to tighten by my hand first before I not really tuck it down, but yeah, give it a good righty-tighty. Yep, not too hard also. Now we fill up the gear oil. Now this is already measured to 200 ml, so just pour it in. Okay, looks like we are done, almost. Okay, we are done, all good. Make sure the O-ring is still intact, not torn or broken, and just install. Don't need to over tighten because it's gonna be a bitch when you're gonna try to force it open again. So this is fine. Okay, now for the best part. Okay, now for this as well, make sure that you also have the O-ring intact, the seal is not damaged or anything. And here comes the funnel. Now it's a good thing that they have these indicators on the side of the bottle so that we know we gotta stop. I will always pour up to 1.5 only, even if I change the engine oil, because you will see that the engine oil indicator here at the bottom here, it will get more than the full. Alright, this would be the Motu. Should be a good one, 100% synthetic. Okay, I'll give you guys a review as well. Nice, give it a good shake. What color would this be? Oh, it's just gold, liquid gold. Now first bottle can pour everything in. This should feel lighter because it's 5W as compared to my usual 10W, but let's see how this thing can last as well, given that XMAX is engine oil eating machine. I was using another brand, start with M, ends with 1, and that was horrible for the first 3 engine oil change that I took with the shop. You can really smell. I don't know whether it's just a new engine oil thing or engine... Oh no! I gotta check this out later. Anyway, that brand at 2004 it was, I think, almost all the way at low, so that was not really good. So yeah, let's see how module holds up. Now for this, we gotta be careful and stop at 0.5, which is here. Whoop. Okay, that's about 700, so about 200 left. Okay, about 100 plus minus. Okay, about 50. Yep, that's good. Okay, I'm just gonna keep this for the next engine oil change, which should be about a month plus minus, and we can use this to dispose the old oil because this is enough. Now the engine oil level should be good, but we gotta run. Now it's filled. The whole glass is filled. So this is the lower line and this is the upper line. And whenever you're running, make sure it's at rest. Be sure that it's in between these two lines. Now we only just filled it, so let's run and see where it stops. Let the whole thing circulate. Now what I like to do after I finish my engine oil change and everything is set, I will let it run for a while, not 10-15 minutes. I think that's too long. Just let it run for a while, see if there's anything leaking. We are done, and let's seal this back up. Now the hands are oily, so let's use a towel. And then let's start. Oh, side stand. Now the oil is supposed to go down. Let's see. Yeah, it's going down. Now it's at half. Now let's check all the other areas. Now this is what I like to do. Take a clean cloth or tissue and check for any residue. So this is just dirt. Long one here. Now there shouldn't be any oil stains. We'll just keep it running for a while and then we'll check again. So far so good. You see, this is probably from the old remnants, and then the oil has circulated back again. So yeah, that's the best that you can do. That's why I was thinking to use the stall bus to really drain out everything, or use an engine flush, and then it will get rid of almost everything. Now I gotta return this. Yeah, I think that should be enough. Then let's see the oil going back up. Just below the top, the high level. Yep, so we're good. All good. So once you're done with everything, just make sure that you reset, especially for XMAX. Now this is usually the tricky part because you will need to hold this button. So you want to push out to the trip side. As usual, turn on first, and then for the trip you'll have to go to oil. Oh, I've went for 3,400, sorry, 3,049. So I will have to press and hold this button for 15 seconds until it blinks for 15 seconds or 15 times. 15. Yep, so sometimes I gotta do 16. 15. Yep, So now it's back to 0. Now another thing that I always do for all my bikes is the service intervals. It's all of the bikes that I keep, no matter how small or how big of a job that you do, put it in. So let me show you. Okay, so I save it in docs, and this is basically everything that I do. So you can see to buy or to do engine oil filter change, the front and rear brake pad, which I'm going to do later. Now the previous one I did was the coolant flush because I had some problems. So this is one good way for you to keep track of everything that you do. So I'm going to include that as well for today. Usually I'll put in the dates, the mileage, and then what was the thing that was done. So for today will be today's date, today's mileage, and then engine oil change and oil filter and gear oil change. And then I'm gonna do brake pads as well, so I'm gonna add that in later on. So that's how you do the engine oil change. It's a shame that I couldn't get the stall bus to be installed because of the wrong size. But yeah, once we get that, I'll show you how to install as well as how it operates. It's a game changer if you are a DIY person. It eliminates the mess and it is so much easier to use. I'm thinking like I can actually just plug it and then let it drain overnight. I just wanna make sure that it's really clear, and then I'll top it up the next morning. And it's really simple to use, and I'm looking forward to install and also share with you guys how to use it. Till then, I'm Rahani from Rider's Garage. Ride safe.